Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name's Elizabeth and this is The Joyful Sojourn, a community of people that love stationery and planning and doing things creatively. And if that sounds like it's up your alley, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. I show a lot of different planner brands, stationery brands on my channel, and I try to do mashups as much as possible. But one of the requested videos that I had not done yet was because I'm new to trying out Erin Condren in addition to other planners. I'm not an Erin Condren account, but I am dabbling, right? Trying to show you guys as much stuff as possible. One of the requests was to show Coco Daisy in an Erin Condren planner. And so that's what we're going to be doing today. Oops, sorry, hair everywhere. This is the Erin Condren Dashboard layout. It's the brand new layout. And some of you might be Erin Condren users and subscribers to Coco Daisy for your memory keeping and more like journaling stuff. And so this video is really for you. I'm also going to incorporate the ever so popular boxes from Planner Kate. And I found a colorway that I think will be a good match for the September 2025, what's it called? Chapters of September colorway from Coco Daisy. So I am an affiliate or a creative, well, I am an affiliate, but I am a creative team member for Coco Daisy, which means I get products early to share it with you and to show you ways that you can use it. And so I do have the September kit early to show you. And I'm presuming my video, which reveals all of the kits they sent me, kind of going through each one. That video is already up on my channel, I hope, and I will link it down in the description box so you can see all of the kits that Coco Daisy sent me for September 2025. We are going to be using the stationery kit specifically today, along with the stamp subscription. We're going to do some stamping in the Erin Condren. I've never done it before. We're going to see how the paper performs. It's a toothier paper, so I'm curious about absorbency and if we're going to see some bleeding on the next page. I'm here to try things for you. And if it doesn't work, well, then we know, and you can save your planners from any drama or trauma I might cause today. So I have the stamp subscription from the September 2025 Coco Daisy collection. And so we'll probably do some dating with this. And then I have stickers. I'm going to use stickers primarily from the Coco Daisy stationery kit, but I do think that the sticky note that's in this kit is really pretty. So we might glue it down somewhere, maybe to cover up the habits. And the dashboard layout, I'm really just sharing with you guys for how I would set it up if I was planning in it, but I am using some other planners right now, so I'm not actively using this for myself. So this is really just for ideas and to make it as functional as possible so that you guys can get some fun ideas. And then we might draw from some Planner Kate boxes, these dash boxes. I have been using a reusable album for just collecting dash boxes that I like, and I try to keep the numbers down at the bottom. This is MK649. The sheet is A017. So the kit is 649, and then the dash boxes are from A017. I do believe that this is going to be a pretty good match, don't you guys think? Maybe I can find some more yellow tones from a different kit, but we're going to jump around with these. So hopefully this video is not too long, but I don't know. You guys know I like to get into the weeds and have fun. So we'll see. Now with the stationery kit, you get stickers, die cut stickers. They are cut, and the stationery ones are clear. They're transparent stickers. So, they're going to go down really nicely, but they are going to show whatever is underneath. Now, I really do think a sticky note as a colorful box would be nice, and I don't need all these habits. So I'm thinking we just do something fun here. I'm going to lay down this sticker, and yep, I'm just going to go for it right there. And then we're going to take a sticky note. Careful to peel it kind of to the side, not lifting up so much so that it doesn't curl. And kind of just figuring out placement here, how I want to rotate it. And then we'll take some glue and glue this down. I'm really glad somebody suggested this because it was something I had been thinking about for a while. I've been using the Cocoa Daisy stuff in my Hemlock and Oak and in my Faith Planner. So I'm comfortable with using the creative kits in planning, but I have not done it. Should I go this way? I kind of feel like it should go this way. I have not done it in a Erin Condren planner before, mostly because I, up until now, did not have an Erin Condren planner. But now that I do, I really want this to be a creative space to just try different things, whether or not I'm functionally using the planner for life organization. So if this is something that you enjoy, then I will try to keep that in mind for future videos, just to keep Erin Condren on the creative play side. And yeah, I mean, I just love doing things creatively. And obviously I need my planners to also be functional. So plan with me's are always going to be a mix of creative play with that functional element. Now, I didn't need the habit trackers, so we covered that up. If we want to add a header here, we can certainly do that. Let me get some tweezers. And I mean, we've got a little bit of blue here. Do we do like a pill-shaped one? Just to kind of show, maybe right here, or maybe we don't need like a header sticker here, but we save this for the other side. So I'm just going to, we also have stickers, paper stickers, which could be a really fun way to divide this section. And so I think we should do it. The question is which ones, let me move that out of the way, it's kind of throwing me off. Now these aren't going to go all the way across, so let me show you how we bridge the gap, because I do want the line to go all the way across. Because these are paper stickers, I'm going to grab these paper stickers and do just a cute little cluster. Let's go with the kettle and the cup. Hold on, I need to figure out which. I think I want to go with this one. Love these. These are really pretty. And I'm going to run this across the top. And I use tweezers to get my fingers out of the way so I can see things well. There, look how we've created a nice space between the to-do list and the notes. I did lose some functionality here, but that's not something that I worry too much about. I feel like this dashboard layout has a lot of real estate, so that is not problematic to me. And I'm going to create a little cluster here using these boxes. I don't care if these are sized for the dashboard or not. Get the stickers that you like, as I dabble more with shops that have kits. Even though I'm not a kit user, there are specific stickers that I like in kits, and I just pick out the stickers I like, and I don't pay too much mind to the different elements, you know, if they're not relevant for me. I think this is so pretty. Can you guys see it okay? I'm going to zoom in for just a second. Isn't that a great little like divider line? I might want to ground this a little bit more. I could add some dashes there if I want to. We'll stay zoomed in for a little bit while I'm finishing up this side. And I like my planners to be functional. So pretty, but functional. And so we're not going to overly complicate these. This is why I steer clear of kits, is I don't want everything covered. I like the paper. I like to experience the paper. So I try not to cover all the things because, yeah, I like to write on paper. So I use this kind of blue color here. So let's go with more of an orange. And that's going to cover the priorities box just fine. But we need some decorative elements. And I could like cut one of these. Let me just see if I can. I think that's going to be too thick. So I'm going to have to try to put this guy down, not lose it, use it for another time. I do like this one though. I wonder if I could cut this to a decent length. I'm kind of eyeballing here. Maybe we go to this guy, just going to cut that there. See how that's like kiss cut? It's so pretty. So let's put this down across here and then top it off with this header box. Love it. Love, love, love. It's decorative, it's functional, it's doing all the things for me. And then we have this little to-do, and let me check this other sticker sheet in the stationery kit. These are days of the week, which we could use. We could use the days of the week and then stamp the numbers. Maybe we do that. I'm not sure yet. And then we have this to-do header, and I'm kind of changing things up. So I think I want to cover up that header as well. So now I'm going to the die cuts, the clear die cuts, and these are a little bit longer, a little bit bigger, but I could actually, this image has a break in it, so I could do one little flower. I'm going to do it. I can trim this flower down, just basically the bud part without the leaves, and then put a dash box slightly over it. So I'm trimming this guy. Make sure you keep the piece that you cut off, because I might want to, might want to use it some other time. You never know when you might want to add these leaves. In fact, we could repurpose these. So let's just hold on to them for a minute. Now, I think I want to cover up the to-do part. So we're going to cover that up. Ooh, that is a nice, pretty good match. This is the Tombow mono correction tape. A little bit brighter white than the Erin Condren paper, but pretty close. And that is just enough to give us just a little something, something. And blues wise, I think we want a darker blue here, which we can then put here. I know it's kind of stacked. The other thing I could do is put this guy back and look at some of these other colors. This was from a different kit, 648, and the green isn't a terrible match. So let's go ahead and just change this up. Okay, so we've got some note space. Let me zoom back out so you guys can see that a little bit better. Actually, let's zoom in while we're still focused on this page. So I have like a priority section. I could do a quote right here. I could have my to-dos and then just open notes, brain dumping, whatever. I like more space. More space is good for me. I could have two different to-do lists. Like this could be home, this could be work. But I don't want to run into this. Let's just see for a second what that would look like if we did. I mean, you could do it. You could create another category, or I could actually lower and lose the top. Oop, no, this sticker. Okay, so the Cocoa Daisy stickers will pull up, excuse me, they will pull up the paper. What if we went lower on that first line? If I did it like that, then I could separate, like this is my top priorities for the week, and then this could be work type stuff. Now I could take the leaves that I cut off and do think that is an easy drop right there, but let's change colors. That pink is a nice match. Okay, so these two colors from these two, 648 and 649, not bad. I'm gonna put this here because I do like having different to-do lists. by subject area, home life area. If you are new here, I am a 42-year-old toddler mom. And a year ago, I quit my full-time career outside the home to have more time with my daughter and to share stuff on the internet. And so I'm self-employed now. So I've got family life and of course my job, my self-employed job stuff. So I like having spaces for both. Even if I have a separate planner for work from like my home catch-all stuff, I still put the things that I have to get done in the week in my regular planner. The work planner that I have is for big picture planning, not for into the weeds what I'm actually doing every day. So that's why I do incorporate work planning into this guy. Okay, so I feel really good about the top section. I do think we need a little bit more of a decorative element down here. Omit this part if you need as much lines as possible, but if you've got some wiggle room with your lifestyle where you don't need so much writing space, then have fun with the corners here. I like doing clusters of 3 usually, or at the very least, if I'm not doing a cluster of 3, 2 stickers that kind of soften corners. So if I did put this big guy here, I most definitely would need one more to kind of soften it. So I like to stack stickers to create kind of like what I did here with this little cluster. So this guy's a little tall though. I think it's a little too big. Let's grab, oh, we do have the stack of books. Those are kind of cute. Am I still in frame? Yes. Okay. So we've got the stack of books I could put there. Now, because these are clear, they're not going to like layer the same way as if they were paper or vinyl. So I am trying to be mindful of how these would look stacked together. That guy's skinny at least. Did a blue one here and then do a cluster of, yeah, like you wouldn't really want to layer these together because they're clear. Could we stack? That's kind of cute. I don't want to have a floating flower. We also have this teapot. That's not bad. Ooh, but we also have this like little apple pie situation. I kind of like the apple pie because it's already like a cluster of 3. So let's go with the apple pie, even though we have like tea vibes. Do people eat apple pie with their tea? I'm not a big tea drinker just because I am all about cold drinks. I live in Central Texas and I know some people say drink hot when you're hot because it makes the outside feel cooler, but I can't do it, guys. I have to drink cold things all the time. Okay, so we're going to call it good on this side for now. We'll add headers at the end when I know exactly what I want to do. Let's now focus on the left side, the functional like days of the week side. Now, I would love to change this up. It's not decorative enough for me and we want to match the vibe over here. So let's go back to these. This is the Stationery Kit washi, which we've seen already. And I wonder if this would be pretty forgiving. Obviously, it's not going to fill the whole thing, but that does kind of give us, you know, some decor on this side. And if you want to finish it all the way across, why don't we add some, that guy's a little bit too tall. We also have the pet stickers, the PET tape stickers. let's add a teacup on this side and golden moments. I like that. Well, I like the other colors though. Chamomile calming tea or whispering leaves. Pumpkin spice. I think we need to incorporate more green. So why don't we do, I love these. These are like the tags of a tea bag. And we could actually do a cluster. Let's add some pink as well. So I'm going to, which one do I want on top though? That is the question. The Afternoon Society and Steep Dreams. Steep Dreams and Afternoon Society. All right, so we just covered that up and we can find a nice big monthly sticker. Let me see what my options are. Give me just a moment as I reach around. I might have to pause for a second because right now, the other option, I do have the stamps from this was from August. Well, this would be pretty. I could do July right here. That would be kind of nice. So there were alphas in the stamp subscription for August, and then stamp subscription for September is the numbers and the days of the week, and they match. Let's do that. So I'm not going to put, is it going to be weird not having July right there? It might be. It might be, but I kind of like the idea of July right here on this sticky note. Let me see if there's any other. I could just use a box sticker and just label it like this week. How about that? Do we want to go high, low, center? We're going to go high. I want it to peak up just a little bit. And do I have, I might have a this week sticker actually. Yep, I do. So the other option, if we can lift this guy back up. The other option is to grab a pre-printed this week sticker. This is also Planner Kate. And grab it in, do like a neutral or a navy. This week. That works. And then I feel like I have permission to stamp July on the sticky note. Okay, so what do we want now? We want to do some decorative dating. Decorative dating is my method for, hope I don't forget. Wait, 20, okay. My method for adding decoration to my planner without losing line space for like functionality. Now, if you are not a fan of the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, now would be a good time to change things up. We've just erased the dates, and I'm going to go down vertically. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then this will be notes or for the upcoming week. So for this section, I think, what did I say? Let's do the dates from here, and then, or the days of the week, and then we'll stamp the date. So we're going to do we want to do, the florals might be too florally. Look at these ones. These are kind of fun because they're, I'm trying to visualize. Oh, but then I kind of want to do, I want to do the stamps, you guys. I want to do it. I want to stamp on the dates. So we're going to do it. We're going to jump over to the stamp subscription for September. And I mean, we also have some flowers if we wanted to break out like chalk inks and change up the colors. But I really want to see how my VersaFine stamp ink works on the Erin Condren paper. I'm a little nervous. I wish I had a sample. I guess I could stamp it in the back. Should we stamp in the back first? Let's be smart. Let's go all the way to the back. And I forgot that I had layered this. Go to the very back. Yeah, this is where I've been testing things. I don't want to lose too much note paper. So we're just gonna stamp it. Yeah, I've been doing all kinds of testing. We're gonna stamp right here and see how the Erin Condren paper performs with the VersaFine pigment ink. Whenever I do black, I do this guy. I don't know why, it's just my favorite. Dries fast, it's a nice rich black. And then if I'm on a more sensitive or like a thinner paper, then I stamp with like chalk inks, the VersaFine or Versa Magic Dewdrops. So we're gonna ink it up and stamp it down. Pretty good. A little bit of shadowing. Let me do it where there's not anything on the back. Get this out of the way so you guys can see it. So there is shadowing or ghosting. That might bother some people. But here's the positive for me. Why I'm okay with stamping in this guy, specifically with where I'm going to be stamping. First of all, I'm stamping on a sticky note, right? So it's not going to bleed to the other side because I have an extra layer of protection here from a sticky note. Second, I am stamping on this page, and this page will already have, I haven't planed in this guy yet on the back. This is the next week, right? And so what I'm stamping here is only going to show through on the previous week. I don't care if I've already used the previous week. I'm okay with ghosting on the previous week. I don't want ghosting on the upcoming week. So if you want to stamp in your Erin Condren, especially with this ink pad, I think my summary is do it on a piece of paper, rip the paper and glue the paper down. Do it on a sticky note like this if you're concerned about ghosting on a week that you haven't even decorated and set up yet. But we're in a great position now to go ahead and stamp. And actually, since I already grabbed the J, let's go ahead and just do it. And I should have grabbed my pencil board. I am a big Layout by Mail fan, and I have said a million times, if you're going to be stamping in something where you're not removing the pages to be flat on the table, please use a acrylic pencil board. And I am an affiliate for Layout by Mail, so if you ever shop over at her site, she's got a lot of stamps as well. Joyful 10 will save you 10% off at Layout by Mail. And she has the, I'm calling it iconic pencil board that I cannot live without, although I don't know where it is. It might be in the house. So I'm just kind of freeballing here, just eyeballing it. Gosh, this is so pretty. I am loving this look. It's kind of like a down home country look. Such a nice transition from fall, or excuse me, from summer to fall. It's raining outside. Can you guys hear it? Lovely. The Cocoa Daisy stamps are so nice. They're a photopolymer stamp. They make nice, crisp images. They're not going to get yellow and yucky. And yeah, they're just so nice. And lastly, why? Lovely. Gosh. And black just makes things pop. There's not a lot of black in the collection. So it's on us to, if we like that kind of bold look, if we want those colors to pop, definitely add black to your spreads, whether it's a planner spread or a journaling spread. Add black, because I really do think that it does justice to everything else we have going on the page. Okay, so let's go back to the other side for our dates. Yeah, over here. Okay. And I said I wanted to do the days of the week because I think they're really pretty. So it has abbreviated days and then the word day separate. So you can put them next to each other if you want to, or you can stack them. And I think today we are going to do, my only concern actually with doing this with this week is we're going to be losing a lot of space. Because, okay, so if I did a number, yeah, the number is going to fit 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. And then I think with this layout, if I'm doing numbers and dates, I think I need to do the abbreviated days and not stack them like sun and then day underneath it. It's going to take up too much space. So pivoting a little bit, if you're using a vertical planner, I would for sure stack it because I think that look is really cool, but we are not using a vertical right now and that's just not going to work for me. So we want to do, I'm going to keep it pretty traditional here. I'm going to try to get, and actually these days of the week, oh, you Erin Condren Dashboard people will be happy. These days of the week are the perfect height between the dividing line and the first line. Now, we do have correction tape, and I did test in a previous video, oh, did you hear that boom? That you can stamp over correction tape with the VersaFine ink. Just don't touch it for a couple minutes. We're going to have to try to stay super clear. But there is Monday. We're going to do Tuesday. We're going to go down this way. See how that's a perfect fit? Perfect fit. The height of your days of the week are a perfect fit for the dashboard planner. Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday. It's a bit longer. Quite all right. Just got to make sure you want to make sure it's laid down pretty straight. I'm gonna have to walk through some puddles to get back into the house. All right, Wednesday. Oh, that's so pretty. And with the rain outside and the thunder, I'm gonna get so wet trying to get back into the house. I have a detached office in my backyard, which was built before my daughter was born, and during COVID, my husband built it, and we both worked remote during that time. And so he's got an office. Half of the office is his desk area, and the other half is my desk area, and then this like desk right here for filming. We don't live on a huge property, so it's not like I'm walking a mile to get back into the house or I have a golf cart or anything, but it's far enough to definitely get me wet getting back into the house. Man, I really love these. All right, Saturday and Sunday. What do you guys think of this so far? The spread, I mean. I hope that it is meeting your expectations. Thought it was really cool. I don't know if it was the same person that commented twice or two people messaged me and said, can you please use Cocoa Daisy in a Erin Condren planner? And I was like, that's great. Absolutely. I think the stationery kit is a really great option for planning. I know that Cocoa Daisy has a planner kit, but I like more creative stuff. I don't like pre-made sticker kits and stuff like that. But they do have a planner kit if you want something that's, you know, made for this. But I think the stationery kit is a really nice way to do this. Okay, so we have, what do we need? We need the 21st. Monday is the 21st, right? Hold on, I better double check. 21st, yes. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay all of our 2s down first and go from there. So I don't have to like clean the 2 and then come back to it. And I just need to decide, where do I want it? Do I want it to be over here? I think I want to stack it. And I could change colors, friends. Do we want to change colors? Let's change colors. Now that we know that the black ink works just fine, let me grab a chalk ink, or I could do a distress ink. I haven't tried distress inks in the, oh, but I also have these ones. I got these from Everyday Explorers, and that is a really pretty color. I don't know where my swatch book is, so I kind of just want to, I'm just going to rub this. That is a little too bright. I need to grab my swatch book. Swatch book is going to be way more helpful than playing around. But here are my distress inks. We're going to grab my swatch book. This is a B5 Archer and Olive notebook, which I use for swatching out all of my stamps, like all my stamps. I need to create an index for it because right now it's a little messy. But then I also have inks in here, and weathered wood is kind of pretty. I don't have, do I have like a soft green? Oh my goodness. Oasis green. Oasis green will match that sticky note. Let's go with Oasis green, which is the chalk ink. Hopefully I can find it with ease. These I store in Maple and Lark Bliss bins. I should probably do the same with the distress inks. And I get smaller ink pads unless I know for sure that, oh goodness, here's my pencil board. Here's Oasis green. That was easy. What was I going to say? Oh, I get smaller ink pads just because they're easier to store for me in situations like this. And when I get like variety packs, sometimes I don't like all the colors, and I don't want giant ink pads of colors I don't like. Okay, so we're going to incorporate, which might make me want to change this tea bag, but we'll see. We're going to do Oasis green and see how it stacks with the black. Because I like that the black is, you know, connecting the two pages together, but I don't need it to be all black. This was the pencil board I was talking about. It is A5 size, or excuse me, A5? No, it's her Traveler's Notebook size. Acrylic pencil board. And this is great, very thick. It's really great for putting underneath your page when you need a nice firm surface. So please get one of these. Use my discount code, get one of these, because it has been a game changer for me stamping my different projects. So we're going to use Oasis green. And if I didn't clean this properly, we're going to see Ooh, that's nice. I officially do not like this guy, so we'll pull that up in just a minute. Now, we said this was the 21st. Okay. 21st. Then we have the 22nd. Then we have the 23rd, the 24th, and pop that guy over there. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and 27. Oop, didn't put enough ink on there. Pretty. I think that's a pretty good match. Okay, so friends, if you are looking for a color match with at least the sticky note, Oasis Green in the Versamagic ink, Dewdrop inks, is going to be a really nice match. Doesn't match the darker, dirtier kind of olive greens, so keep that in mind, but that soft green is quite nice. Okay, so we need a 1. It's really coming down now outside. Hopefully this is only helping my daughter sleep more. She's taking a nap right now. My husband's in the house, keeping a listen out. Oh, make sure you move your pencil board. 21. And I have baby wipes off screen right now that I'm doing a little wipe down of these guys. And 23. I feel like the Erin Condren paper is doing pretty well with these stamps. Pretty well. Let's grab 24. Stamps are going to take up a lot of space, as you can see. Lots of space being taken up here. Oh no, my pencil board. Oh, geez. Okay. So I'm glad that we left that side a little bit more spacious and not overly stickered, because we'll do a lot of brain dumping. And then what I would use the dashboard for, and how I used it in other planners, like in my Happy Planner, is I use the dashboard side to basically put all of the stuff I know I need to get done, and then I assign it to specific days based on what else I have going on each day. So the top section of the dashboard day is wider, right? Or taller, I should say, is taller, because it made room for the day of the week. That's where I would put things that are happening that day. So if I have an appointment, or if daycare hours are weird or whatever, I would put it in that top section. And then you've got room for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like top 5 things that you want to get done. So scheduling things at the top of your day, and to-dos, you can migrate over from your to-do list over to, you can assign them to days of the week. The other thing you can do, and I think I did this one of the weeks here, is you can separate or split your day of the week with a pen, or you can use like a dash sticker to kind of split it so that you have what's happening today and then things you have to get done on the other side. But because we took so much space with stamps, I don't have room for that. So the only way I would want to do it is probably with priority boxes up at the top, and then to-dos right below it. And we can see, I'm filming this video in advance because I'm going on a trip, and I don't have dates yet for what I've got going on this week, so I can't pre-populate this with actual events. So you'll just have to take my word on it for how I would plan this way. I plan vertically because we've taken up so much space with stamps by choice. So this week's section, I would love if I had a good, I could just do, there is a plans stamp, and so I'm going to just incorporate black into this last box and add the word plans right here, and just like so. Okay, we do have some pretty florals, which I could incorporate some, I probably want to do leaves over florals, but I am kind of tempted to add a little bit of like black. I think I do want to add a little bit of black over on this right page. And then I think we'll be done, friends, because we have done quite a bit already. So I'm going to switch ink pads, ink blocks, I should say. This is a Layout by Mail acrylic block. I just like how easy it is to hold, and I like that this is more size appropriate for these smaller stamps. So I'm going to switch over to this, and I'll leave, did I already say this? I'll leave the Layout by Mail link in the description box and the discount code for Layout by Mail. I feel like you should definitely know about her if you're getting into stamping. I'm just going to add something there, and actually while I have this little guy, let's just add another little like guy there, and I don't know, do we want to just kind of sporadically placing these little daisies because they're cute right there. It's going to change it, but we'll just leave it. And let's do one down in the plans box right there. I think we should add a few more little flourishes because they are just too cute. Let's grab the leaf. And the leaf could be a part of a flower, or it could just be kind of flowing. I think in this case, oops, I definitely touched that. Did not want that there. Let's move this guy. I need to stand up for this one. That leaf looks a little too big for this flower. Yeah, I think this leaf looks a little too big. I'm not going to use it with this one. There are larger flowers in this set that probably, oh, there's a smaller leaf. Let's use a smaller leaf. I feel better about that. Ink that up. And let's put that there. And I kind of fix that guy. Probably didn't need the leaves. I'm second guessing myself on the leaves. But that's okay. So we got some leaves. And I do feel like I need something else right here. It's going to be hard to get to though. Let's turn this guy over, and There is this fun, like, little clustery thing. Could do that. Ooh, I just heard like a loud mechanical sound. You know, like someone's power going out or something. Just adding some extra little flourishes here. Really need to be standing up for this. I'm just adding some black around here. Oh, we are definitely hitting the coil on that one. This I'm not a fan of. I am super close to, I don't know, I might want to take a sticker and cover that. This is where things get dangerous for me because, oh, you guys, the thunder. Can you hear it? It's so pretty when you're safe inside, but I still need to get back into my house. Ay. If you really wanted to get, oh my goodness. If you really wanted to get creative, you could buff some of this color onto your page with like a little buffer brush. I definitely want to do some covering up because I'm not loving the black that I added to the bottom. So why don't we, I wonder how this would fit. Actually like that. I'm gonna do that, but don't worry, we're not done. I'm going to just add little teacups. Cool. That was an easy fix, although I feel like it should be flowers since we have that teacup right there. Let's see if I can lift this up. And that, or do a little clear sticker. We could do that and see how that fits. Cut the stem off. And this might just be enough frost to, actually, since I'm going to cover it up, now I can actually use correction tape. I can find my correction tape amidst the stuff all over my desk. That works. And actually I can kind of minimize its spot. There we go. All right, not a lot of space to write here, but again, not a problem for me. And that's a little weird, right? Yeah, I kind of don't like the added black. So you win some and you lose some, friends. I'm going to take this out actually, and we're going to cover it up, seal it up with a sticker. I thought I'd like it, but I do not. Hope it's helpful for you guys to see how I fix things I don't like, how I fix mistakes. Might not be a mistake to you. You might have liked it and you can leave it and that's fine. Let's do this guy there, and almost a little too big, but I could. Hear me out. Cut a straight edge there. And lay this guy down. Right on the line. And I'm going to go ahead and lift this guy up and lay it. Right here. Or I could have it be perfectly aligned with the other ones, just like that. Grab a bone. It'll help me press these guys in. A little bit different, but had to fix it. That's how we did it. Now I did want to change the tea bag, right? So where is, oh, there we go. This one might be lost to the planner world. Let's lift that guy up. All right, fresh area. I still want paper stickers, and I do not want to jump into another kit. I'm gonna do Afternoon Society there, just like it's kind of more decorative. And we can have the matching tea kettle for that guy over here, like that. And since I like that, maybe we add another little tea bag like that. That kind of adds, yeah. And then it kind of makes me want to change this. I think this is too dark. Y'all, we are making all kinds of changes, but I'm having fun. Are you having fun? Please tell me you're having fun. I'm having lots of fun, which is why I do this. It is peaceful for me. Can you add the rain outside? Okay, I'm gonna switch box styles. I'm gonna go back to the dashes because they make a lot of sense. And maybe we go with a neutral one, like this. It's a different colorway, but let me go back to this guy. Bring pink in. Let's do it. Let's bring pink in. Yeah, I think that's way better than the darker this week. Would you guys agree? I could also do green, but I think that's too much green. So I'm trying to incorporate, actually I like the blue better since that's kind of pink toned. I know the last one was blue, but this is a little bit lighter. Love. Okay, so change that out, and I just need to label it with this week, and I think we're gonna be done. Let me see if there's any other stickers. It's a nice vinyl sticker. I mean, we've got more florals, but I do want to leave room for writing. All right, I'm just tidying up. Okay. So what I'm gonna do here is, let's actually go ahead and label my headers, and then we will call it a video. And I'm gonna use, see how this pen, super thick, but I actually think that might be nice here. So I'm gonna put notes. I'm gonna do work here. I'm gonna do home here. And this, I'm gonna put priority. Yeah, we're gonna do priority. And then over here, I'm gonna put this week. Bam. All right, friends, that is how I would decorate the dashboard, at least if I'm using the stamps. I wanted to try the stamps from the September subscription. Obviously, the stamps are taking up a lot of real estate, but I wanted to test the stamp method, or the stamping thing, in on the Erin Condren paper. And I mean, I don't want to show you guys what's on the other side. Hold on. There's ghosting, but it is minimal. And again, it doesn't bother me because it's on the previous week. All right, friends, if you have any questions, leave them down below. Again, this was the September Chapters of September themed stationery kit from Coco Daisy. Coco Daisy did send me these kits in advance. Again, I will put a unboxing, like flip through, of all of the ones that they sent me so you can see what is in the September collection. Joyful 10 will save you 10% off at Coco Daisy. If you are new to Coco Daisy, it's a one-time use code. So I wonder if that means if you are a returner to Coco Daisy, but you've never used my code, then you could try Joyful 10 and see if it's a one-time use code or if it's a first timers use code. I think it's a one-time use. So, but try Joyful 10 at checkout. As of the filming of this, there were kits still available and spots opening up on ones that were waitlisted. So if you like the aesthetic of the Chapters of September, make sure you click the get on the wait list button, because spots open. So don't be discouraged. Put your email in, get on the wait list, and then if you're going to pick anything else up, definitely use the Joyful 10 code, because everything else on the website is good with that discount code. All right, friends. So that was the Erin Condren Dashboard. Come hang out with me over on Instagram. My handle is The Joyful Sojourn. And if you want to hang out with me again, please consider subscribing to my channel. It's really fun. I use so many different styles of planners. I try out a lot for you guys. I also really love creative play, creative listing with Archer and Olive and stamps and rub-on transfers and inks and stuff. So we do a lot of creative play as well, and I do planner reviews. So if that whole niche is something that is fun to you, if it's a hobby for you, or you're just trying to get more creative in your life, then this is definitely a cool place to be. Until next time, friends, God bless you. God bless you and keep you. Do something creative today. Have fun with your Coco Daisy kits, and don't be afraid to explore your creativity in your Erin Condren planner, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.